Hello everybody, you're here with T-Dog012, and I am in the Nether. I will be joined shortly by NC Simbo and Peteman1000, and today we are working on a special project. It has to do with wither skeletons, and yeah, you'll see in just a bit. I'm gonna leave you guys right now and go get Peteman1000, and we'll be right back. Found him! I'm here with Peteman.
Hello.
And so just tell us what the project is for today.
So we are building a big mob trap in the Nether, mainly with the focus of trying to get wither skulls. This big room that we're in used to be 3 parts of a fortress, and they were 3 intersection segments.
Okay, so where's each one of them? This must be an intersection right here.
Yeah, that's one of them. And then there's 2 more over here lined up.
Oh, okay.
You can kind of see the rest of the fortress on the walls there.
Yep. And if we come outside, you and I spent some time, mostly you, making this big box around it so that we don't have to worry about gas. But
yep.
Here is the rest of it. And you and I have also been working a lot on this. It looks like it snowed cobblestone.
Yeah.
Explain that for everybody. Like, why the heck are we doing that?
So it's basically the same idea as like any other maybe overworld mob trap that relies on like natural spawning, like a dark room type thing. Only instead of lighting up caves, we've got to eliminate all of the land around as valid spawning spaces, because at least my understanding is, like zombie pigmen, it doesn't matter what the light level is. We can't just light everything up.
Yep, I think Etho said that in one of his videos. They're actually the only mob that spawns in the Nether that is affected by, or wither skeletons are the only mob in the Nether that are affected by light levels.
Yeah. So, and then that's another reason why I've got half slabs on the floor here inside, because I'm assuming, you know, we're gonna leave this box up. So we don't want anything to spawn in here or outside except on these rows of spawning pads.
Okay. So each of these is a row.
Yeah. Now the top level is gonna be a bunch of rows just like what's below it. But we just haven't dug that out yet.
Right. Okay. And so how many do you know how many spawning blocks we'll have?
I forget. We counted it out earlier. We have something like
900 some.
It's roughly, as far as the pistons it takes to push off, it's roughly 15 stacks.
Right.
Of pistons.
And that we have up here. So if any of you playing on a single player world want to make this, here's our supplies. We have
this is roughly the order of magnitude of stuff we need.
Yeah, so this is one chest. Here's the second chest of what you need. There are slightly more pistons. You guys can just take a screenshot of this. Slightly more pistons than you actually need, and then you just need a bunch of building blocks as well. So that's what you need.
We're using end stone just because I had a bunch of it here. Originally, we tried something like what Etho did on Minecraft, where it was just like several layers.
That was an epic failure.
We didn't get any spawns. We decided that the problem was that the zombie pigmen. Woo!
Oh.
The zombie pigmen weren't moving out of the area, so they were just sitting there taking up the spawning, the mob spots for the area.
Of course he withered me. Yep. Yeah. Actually, I think I got one spawn on the old pads.
I've seen
just one.
I've seen so many more just like around in here in the
Oh,
last
and,
day or two than we ever did in that thing.
That little patch right there, has, look, there's one there right now. It has spawned more of these guys than I've ever seen on any system we've made.
So confusing because they shouldn't be spawning up on top of here.
I don't know. I guess it would be kind of just like the top layer up here, right? It would be like...
Sort of.
I love it how we half slabbed and then gas flow up underneath. Okay, so I'm gonna go inside here and let's look at the mechanism, if I could speak. Inside.
Yeah, basically it's very, very similar to the Ender, but this is something that Azumovoid came out with shortly after 1.4. Just as simple as the mobs spawn on the pressure pads and then get pushed off. He had open fence gates at the bottom there, which for a while I didn't really understand why he chose that, but it's just because if you look at where we would have to put them up above.
Yep. It'd be underneath this block right here.
We can't use buttons to keep the vines from growing down further because we need that block space open below there.
And just to be clear, they can spawn in a too high space.
The wither skeletons.
The wither skeletons. But their movement is restricted, so I think if we want to push them off, we may not actually be able to if they're stuck, if their head is stuck right there.
Yeah.
And it saves on blocks, so I mean that's a good thing. And I guess if you consider Doc M talks about airspace around spawning areas, and that can actually be really, really important. So this actually gives us more airspace for them to spawn in as well. So
that's the plan. We've got most of the materials, and we've got to get all this built. I think we'll probably leave putting the pressure pads down for last. Just it'll be super annoying.
Especially on the top level, for sure. And then they're gonna fall through, obviously, and end up like 20. I did a test, 23 blocks below.
If you want to go outside and look down, maybe we can. I sort of flattened an area down below. You should be able to see it down there.
Yeah, right down here.
Yep, and I even sort of made a border around the outside.
Oh, okay.
I'm not entirely sure if, like, the elevation right here is where they have to land, or if we're gonna have to move it down more, or what. But we'll figure that out later. It's close.
Yeah, it'll be close. Another thing, I actually haven't talked to you about this, but we could make... You're talking about making a crusher. Instead of a crusher, we could also make... The crusher would be to kill everything but wither skeletons. We could also make simply a drop-down floor. Like, does this not go up to the top? We could also just make a drop-down floor, much like... How do I get back up here, dude?
Turn around, go back, go past that pillar.
Oh, over there. So much like the Ender, you could have a 1 block difference between them living and dying. And if all you wanted to do was collect drops, you could just lower the floor and
yeah, maybe.
collect all of the drops. So that's something to consider as well.
That'd be kind of an AFK zombie pigman.
It
thing,
would be.
Wouldn't it?
Well, I mean, so this could double as a zombie pigman farm, right? So a gold farm, basically.
I don't think the wither skeletons. I don't even know if they die after the same amount of falling.
They do.
But
that's what I tested.
I don't think they drop their skulls for that, do they?
Would it be any different?
Like a rare drop, like getting a shovel from a zombie or something?
It is a rare drop. Do you have to kill mobs to get the rare drop?
Some mobs you do. Like you have to kill. You have to be the one to kill a skeleton to get its bow. If you just have a drowning trap for skeletons or whatever, it'll only be arrows and bones.
Interesting. Okay, well, I guess we could make it into a gold farm. But so
I'm not concerned with getting all of that set up now. I just want to get all the rest of this built. So I think we're gonna go into some sort of montage to do this, right?
I think we are, yes. And it's not just you and I either. We've been two of the main instigators, I think, of this project. But we're also being helped tonight by NC Stumbo, and we were helped earlier by Ivan64, who helped us blow up a bunch of islands here.
And
TNT.
Faux Original was here as well.
And Faux Original, yeah.
Sometimes we call him Fake.
Fake.
Because like his name is Faux. Like original, only actually fake.
Right, yeah, like not original. Like
anti-original.
Yeah, like fake Oakleys.
Is that a thing?
I think so. Fake anything. Fake Rolexes.
Yeah.
Like that's why you buy trench coats, to sell fake Rolexes. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna I don't think I'll record the entire thing, but I'll record bits and pieces here and there and show you guys some of the more notable things, and hopefully record myself dying a couple times, and we'll have fun with it.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. That's good video if you die at least once or twice. And I do it all the time off camera. I'm not sure if I've died on camera, actually.
I don't know. Almost dying is almost as exciting.
Almost dying. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so we'll enjoy the montage. Hello everybody. So, we just saw a montage of this being built. Pete Man has gone to bed because it's getting to be late at night, and tomorrow is Thanksgiving. So, we'd like to be up and ready for that. But as you can see, we've knocked out the floor. We have 3 levels of spawning surrounding where the path where their skeletons would spawn has been, and we have both sections done. This took probably about 3 hours with both of us working, pretty non-stop, so we're pretty tired. But very simple design, very easy to build. Just hats off to Zoomovoid for a great design, and it's already working. We've already had some zombie pigmen fall to their deaths, and been collecting the gold from that. So yeah, we haven't quite finished yet. If we come down the steps here, walking downstairs, I love walking downstairs. Here we go. So down here there will eventually be spawning pads. We figured out that this level right here is where the last level that they will live at, and so we'll replace these with full blocks, and there will be kind of pads for them to fall onto here below each of those. We've carved out those towers. Yeah, so we're tired, we're going to bed. I'm gonna wrap this episode up right here, I believe, and then I'll basically just show the final spawning area. Not that's the spawning area. Collection area, and everything else down here in a later episode. I'll probably do like a wither skull collecting montage. I love montage. I'll probably do that in a future episode, but I'm gonna try to get this posted pretty soon. It's been a while since my last real episode. I did have the 5-minute prank of myself throwing roses into Pete Man's inventory, which is really funny because he told me how he found that, and when he got back to his computer, he was dead. So you all saw the video. It wasn't me, but something walked along and killed him, and he was dead, and there were tons of roses just laying around him. The gods were sad at his death and had roses around him like it was a funeral. It was just me messing with him, of course, but yeah, don't know what happened completely there. Don't know how he ended up dead on the floor, but he was very confused when he got back. So we did our job. He had no idea what was going on, and yeah, that's all I can ask for. I will be doing more things like that. I will have more extras like that, I think. I like just the, it's not like it's a huge inconvenience for them. It's easy for me to record, and the render time is really, really fast on only 5 minutes of video. So, I don't know. I'll do more as it's not gonna be like a regular thing because I can't I don't know. I don't know where everyone on the server is all the time. Pete's usually in his house. That's pretty simple. He has everything he needs there. And I don't have ideas all of the time, but every once in a while, if I have a tiny little annoying thing that I'm gonna do to somebody, I'll record it and post it. I thought about doing a series called 5-minute pranks. If you like that idea, yeah, let me know. I could do it. I could get into something like that. I could also. I've been trying to get into Feed the Beast, which is the newest mainstream popular mod. It looks like a ton of fun. I know absolutely nothing about it. So I might do a series where it's just me trying to figure it out. That one would be fun. I think it'd be more like a typical Let's Play, just because I would be starting from scratch, and I'd be documenting my entire journey in Krafters, in this series. You didn't really get to see everything because I was already well underway when we jumped in. But yeah, you'd get to see it from the start to finish, and it wouldn't be a typical Let's Play like single player survival world. It would be on the Krafters Feed the Beast server, which is already up and running. Dan the Hitman, Minecraft on the Block, and Sarcasm have been playing on it. I simply can't get the mod to work on my computer yet, so once I figure that out, I might do an episode. If you want to see that, comment on this video. Please comment. I really do like your comments. I like reading them. Even if I don't respond, I'm not witty. I try to respond, but it doesn't work all the time. So, I'm gonna leave the episode here. I've done a lot of work up here on the village, but I will save that for the next episode. So, this concludes what I had to say. Bye.